落ちた競合飛べないカラス
Steam is back. What's up YouTube, it's Blackwing here, and I'm so happy because we got Steam back from the ban list, and I told you so, or at least some of my members, because I told them that, hey, you know, Heart of Firebrax got his ultra rare reprint, super cheap reprint, you know, they're most likely, or when I say them, I obviously refer to Konami. Konami is most likely gonna ban this card, and what happens if they ban this? All the tuners could come back, potentially, which they banned because of it. And you know what was one of the tuners? Steam, and you know, Steam could actually also potentially help them sell better Darkwing Blast, because people would like to play Blackwings. And this is exactly what happened in this Forbidden Limited list. I'm so happy because this card, I just like it so much. It's almost like seeing an old friend coming back to see you. But yeah, I haven't done many, you know, TCG or like post Darkwing Blast combo videos, because I felt kind of like they would be kind of useless, because if, for example, Steam would come back, you know, they would all just be thrown in the garbage. And that's exactly what happened, so I'm really happy about that, and now I just feel super motivated like to kind of create combos and decks regarding the new format, or for the new format, because now we kind of all have all the puzzles for the puzzle, you know, the puzzle pieces for the puzzle to make the deck. So that's really nice. More about the ban lists. What did I think about the ban list? Well, I think other than Steam coming back, it wasn't that good, to be honest. Well, Mystic Mine should definitely have been banned, and this is something that we kind of also have to take into consideration when we're deck building with the new Blackwings, because in the OCG, you know, they can make Blackwings as adult dragons and have their have Silverwind pop some of the cards and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, negating one face-up card. But if they play something and we have to negate it, and then they just put up Mystic Mine, well, yeah, it's rough. Let's put it that way. So I think we cannot play in the TCG the deck as they play in the OCG, and I have other kind of reasons for it also, but later I'll tell them later on. More about the ban list. So I think Mystic Mine definitely should have banned. Super Poly, maybe limited. It's like a ridiculously good card, and I think also Terra Elements, it kind of was the best deck, or top 2 deck, and it is still easily the best deck. So, and Terra Elements is also gonna get the like new kind of support archetype, so it's gonna be even better. So yeah, the deck to beat this format is obviously Terra Elements. I feel maybe there will be some kind of like tier 1.5 or tier 2 decks that can also be good, like Rika, for example, that won the European championships. But other than that, yeah, I think the ban list, well, could have been a much better ban list, but now I just feel like 100% more motivated to kind of go and create combos, because now I actually know what all the puzzle pieces I need for the puzzle to make the deck. Yeah, so OCG versus TCG, what's the biggest kind of difference between these formats, and how you should play Blackwings and build your deck that you can compete with it? Okay, so there's a couple of things here that we have to take into consideration. We kind of think, or we can think, that when we're playing in the TCG, your opponent might play Mystic Mine. When we're playing in the OCG, your opponent is playing 3 maxis. In the OCG, obviously, you have Kalbati Grave, you have Crossout Designators, you have Ash Blossoms, and a lot of stuff that can just like straight up, you know, negate maxi, and then, you know, you can just combo off. But in the TCG, we aren't pretty much maining any cards that we can single-handedly just kind of negate and you know, negate and win by negating the Mystic Mine. And yeah, and obviously the biggest thing is that we have Steam in the TCG as well, or one of the big things also. So I think how the deck build, or how you should play Blackwings in TCG, is that you should play more combo-oriented version, because we don't have maxi in the TCG, and it should end up on better or stronger boards than in the OCG, because we have to kind of play through Mystic Mine, or because that's a card in the TCG. Also, one thing to take into consideration, you might, you know, say that, hey, well, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend can obviously negate Mystic Mine. What's the issue here? When one issue here is that Terror Elements is gonna be the most kind of dominant deck for sure, and Evenly Match is one card that is heavily gonna be side decked against Terror Elements. Maybe Dark Ruler more and other stuff as well. So you probably kind of see the issue here that if our opponent plays Evenly Matched, we have to negate it with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and after that they just play Mystic Mine and we don't have a negate, then we lose. So that's kind of one issue that they don't have in the TCG, I mean OCG, and that's why in the OCG they can kind of play with a bunch of Blackwing Assault Dragons and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, because if you have 2 or 3 Blackwing Assault Dragons against Terror Elements, it's actually really good, because the deck just needs its normal like effect monsters effects to go off. So that's one thing that you kind of have to take into consideration. And also one thing that we obviously have in the TCG is we have Nibiru, which is like almost kind of like a maxi, but Nibiru is not that popular right now. And now when we have the kind of new cards, new engine, we could also play Crossout Designator and one Nibiru to kind of like trying to play around that as well. So yeah, kind of more in the what I'm building in the future, or what I have been looking at into, is obviously because I feel like the OCG boards are like a no-no, because Mystic Mine didn't get touched. If Mystic Mine would have been banned, that would have been a completely different story, but right now, because it's still at 1 and I'm trying to play the deck as competitive as possible, the OCG boards are just like they're not good enough, to be honest, in the TCG format. But we got Steam, which is really nice, so you could have more kind of explosion or combos in an like only synchro build that just hasn't been well figured out yet, because I haven't been looking that much into an only synchro build, because I'm looking like XYZ, Link and synchros. Right now I'm trying to kind of build a hybrid which would have like the best possible boards of an OCG board, because when you go second, for example, Sutsuri's effect is really like the second effect is really nice when you're going second and you just want to OTK your opponent. You don't need to play Kaliuga. But when you're going first, obviously you would like to just make Kaliuga with like 1 card or 2 cards, and then just the rest of your cards, you know, having maybe hand traps and cards that help you when you go second. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of find the right balance of like having a Kaliuga build in a synchro build, or like a normal kind of OCG synchro build, what I'm saying here. So that's what I'm looking into, and I'm not kind of throwing into the garbage that there couldn't be a board that is like only with synchros and with Steam in the TCG that would be good enough to beat Mystic Mine and Terror Elements. But the issue is also that with Vara and Simoon you're locked into darks, so that means that you don't have a Baron and like other good negation cards when you're going first. But yeah, let's see where this format goes. You know, there's 1 month until the Darkwing Blast is released and we're getting the cards, so there might happen a lot of stuff in that time period, but I don't think so. So now it's pretty much just to kind of find out your build, what you like to play, what you think is good in the TCG, because the TCG and OCG are really very different right now, and Blackwing's even more, because we have Steam, they don't have, they have Maxi, we have Mystic Mine, so there's also like different trouble cards in both meta games. But let me know what you think about the ban list, and what kind of Blackwings would you like to play in the future. And also, do you think that Steam was actually that good of a card to come back from the ban list? Is it completely broken, or is it, you know, whatever, you could play Vayu Sonda or other cards instead of Steam? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you for watching, and I'm out.
それでも一人じゃなくなったあいつは強いよ。